Hey guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another Hall of Heroes recommendation video, or at least the part of the video is going to be that, because I don't want to force myself to speak about the Hall of Heroes too much. I think it's a little redundant, and I do like to talk about counterparts in the family. Through this Hall of Heroes, we're going to see a lot of those counterparts, so I'm pretty sure from my previous reviews on these HOH stuff, you guys pretty much heard my review or my thoughts regarding some of these units out here. So I don't want to make these too long. I'll probably add it as a filler in the beginning of another video. So after this, you'll be looking at a different video. But for people that do want to still hear my opinion on what the best HOA is for that week, here it is. Week 8 is what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm not going to even look at the counter family or what's fusible or not. I'm just going to talk about these units one by one and tell them if they're good or not. I am pretty sure, again, you guys heard of my opinion on their counterparts. Now, here, I think Period is a very, very good choice. Whether or not you need skill ups for Luna, Julie, the water one, and the dark one, Period, Clara by itself is a very good unit. Still used a lot in Siege and Arena. I think she's really hard to pass for anybody who doesn't have her because her AI is just too good to ignore. If she's full health, then she will always use skill 3, which is the most impactful skill in her kit. So that's Period. I think it's gonna be like one of my top 2 picks out of this Hall of Heroes. If not, it'll probably be the Dark Neostone Fighter or the Light Undyne if you don't have it. The Light Undyne is really bad, so you could hope for a buff. I know they buffed her a couple patches ago, but was it impactful enough for it to be used? Probably not. Water Barbarian King, another good unit. I think it had an Oliver issue before. It had the Oliver issue before Oliver came out. So everybody knew about the attack bar absorption issue. Like, it didn't matter how much attack bar the opponent had. Even if they had 10%, if the Barbarian King absorbs it, he would have 100%, right? And then I think we saw that issue with Oliver, but it was just so much apparent and oppressive when Oliver came out with his kit. Reason why we asked for it fixed. It did get fixed, so I think with that, the Water Barbarian King did get a small nerf. He's a very good water damage dealer if you need one. I think all the Barbarian Kings do very good damage ever since they got their Berserk change. Other than that, I think the absorption stuff allows him to turn cycle a lot, so a violent build, maybe you could see him pop off. But he did die out. You don't see him much. He was popular when I was still commuting to work, which is before COVID. Like 2016, 17, sometime around then, but not anymore. I don't see him as much. Now the Wind Sylph is another great unit, but okay, I'm gonna say it. There is a fusible counterpart, right? I think Beretta is fusible. So if you need skill ups for any of their counterparts, then you don't need to pick him. But if you just want the Wind Sylph, he is a good damage dealer. He's also a speed lead. If you want to run some kind of RTA cleave or arena cleave, you're lacking a damage dealer, then yes, Sylph could work. I guess it's a budget Acmir, because Acmir does something similar, speed lead with AoE damage. Sylph also speed lead with AoE damage. Other than that, I don't really see a use for him. I rarely see him these days. You might see him a little more in the Nat 4 Special League, because again, obviously he's a speed lead, he's a cleave. And a lot of people like to run cleaves in a special type, special conditioned RTA. Light Undyne, I think, is not great. If you want skill ups for the other Undynes, there is a fusible one, the water one, I believe. If not, sorry, I'm not looking at the fusible stuff right now. I know by herself, it's not that great. I think Delphoy is much better, or the dark one specifically for a certain team in RTA right now, or for arena offense. So unless you need her and hoping for a buff, there's no reason to pick her out. The Dark Neostone Fighter was an interesting unit that people thought of building for a Kinky counter a while back when Kinky was really strong. You could still use him for a Kinky counter because of his skill 3, I believe, that always crits. But I don't see it too much these days, knowing that Kinky died off and there's other ways to deal with Kinky. I think it's really hard to get all the stats for him to survive. It's just that his only good thing is that he always crits on that skill. Other than that, there's nothing good. Yeah, the fire one and the light one has interesting passives that allow them to have more survivability and also output a lot of damage. The dark one just has a skill that always crits. If I'm wrong, just let me know. But I think with that, it's a little weak. So unless you really want a unit that could always crit and maybe try and use for a kinky counter, sure, you could go for him. But other than that, I will not pick him. If you don't have the LD options, I'll probably go with the light Undyne. Because again, the dark one still has a use as a damage dealer, I guess. But the Undyne, I think nobody really uses anywhere. It could go the same for the dark Neostone Fighter because I don't see it being used anywhere, to be fair. So these two, I think, could hope for a buff. I don't know when. I think if I had to choose which one is worse, I'll say the light Undyne. Like invincibility, sure. I'm gonna try and convince myself that the light one is decent. Let's check it out. Your HP by 10. Oh, it's a passive. Oh, okay. So the passive is interesting. So can this be like, if we make the Akashas really fast, and let's say Katarina has the worst HP status, can the Akasha move give invincibility to the Katarina? And then we have like another Konomiya or something that could give a turn right away to Katarina with an attack buff. So it has to be, yeah, Konomiya, Tion, or Dova. And then go for that type of cleave. That's going to be interesting. So it does have the Oblivion skill too. I mean, maybe I could do something with this. So the Akasha will move first, giving invincibility to Katarina. Dova will give the attack buff to Katarina. And then we could boost the Katarina to go for the cleave. And then Jin could clean up. The cool thing is that we could give invincibility again if she continues to have the worst HP. So what if then we don't use Gin? We do lose a little more speed, but we could use Jameer. But the Akasha has to be really fast. I want to see the base speed of Akasha. I don't have it built. So something like this, but Akasha will be here. Let's see the base speed of Akasha. If the base speed of Akasha is horrendous, it's not going to be a good team. Forget it. Forget it, guys. Forget it. Don't go for Akasha. I don't know. It looks like garbage. Garbage. 96? Come on. At least give it like 110. Hey guys, this is Juno and welcome back to my alt account. I wanted to do a video on this account because I wanted to show you guys the improvements I've been making. I've been saying that I've been farming R5 constantly, and if you look at the gems, it is currently going up and we did perfect some nice runes, still in progress. However, I noticed that overall his rune quality is not too high. Yes, there are some awesome runes and his box is awesome. However, I want better runes like everybody else. So I think I'm going to show you guys myself making a improvement for his GB12 team, GB of his heart team, because right now he's running something like this. And this is pretty much an outdated team and it's like 1 minute on average. I wanted something quicker because, you know, running 2 accounts is not an easy feat. We did accrue a good amount of crystals right now, 7,000. Remember when we started with this account, we had what, less than 500, less than 300 really. And with a few tour rotations, with a few events, we did accrue a good amount. Also, you know, playing seed as well. So with it, I want to start now grinding as hard as possible and use all of it if I can. Because if not, I'll get anxious or I'll want to summon, and that is definitely the one thing that you don't want to do as someone that wants to improve. So the team I decided to go with is the Teshar team. So here's Teshar, that's not currently runed correctly for the team. Then we're going to use the Konomiya, not the unawakened one, we'll use the awakened one. Because I've noticed it doesn't really even matter which one you use. I've seen people use the unawakened, awakened, but if we have the awakened one and they use it, then I think you should go for that. So we use this as well. And then we'll use the Debra. He has 2 Debra, so thankfully we can use one for the dungeons and the other one for R5. And then we're gonna use, where are you? Oh yeah, the Wind Monkalist. And then we'll end it with Prelia. Okay, so let's go start and rune these units up. So let's start with Teshar because it's the hardest damage dealer. Sadly, he's using one of the fight runes. I really didn't want to give the fight rune, but it is one of the harder hitting runes. So we do have to give this to the Teshar, and then we're getting a violent rune. Also, probably not a rune that I really want to take because it's a PvP rune, but it looks like it's one of the harder hitting runes again. So we will try to get as much damage as possible. without touching our siege defense and siege offense stuff. Okay, and then rage. We're taking it from Kali that we're not using, so that's good. We have a very hard-hitting rage rune here. Yeah, that looks decent. One's on Bale, so I'm not going to be farming R5 for a while because I have a lot of grinds and gems. So we're going to hold off on that. Or we could always re-rune the Bale because I think with Deborah, it should be fairly easy. Okay, so this is our Teshar. Looks pretty good. I do want more on skill 3 crit damage. We're also going to scale her up. Yeah, this one looks good. It's on Lucian, but skill 2, yeah, skill 3 accuracy, they all help, so we'll take that. And we'll do damage dealt on water, right? Oh, 13%, that's the best, really? Freak, okay, I mean, we have to take it because that's the best one. So that's our Teshar. Then we'll go on to the next damage dealer, which is the Homunculus, but everybody else on this point on is on triple fight. So I really didn't test this team, obviously, because I'm running it right now. So I am not sure, to be fair, if it's going to work. So it's going to be a test, guys. It's going to be a test. Taking this, yup. We're taking a Colleen rune. Taking a crit damage rune here. Tattoo rune, that has a lot of crit damage. Cool. So I don't want more speed, so I'll probably not grind speed, but I'll grind up anything else that you might need. And again, these two should be both attack. Yeah, looks good. Anything to grind. So I don't need accuracy really. So we can just make a tank here. I guess we could put crit rate if we want to, but is it needed? Probably not. More HP here. We're not going to grind speed because it's tuned in a certain way. Okay, this rune definitely has improvement because we could put crit damage right here. We should have it. We do. Okay, that's decent. Here, that's good. Okay, more defense. That's good too. And that's it for this Homunculus. Okay. So everything after this is a support unit. So Prelia also on triple fight. I think we do want to give her probably artifacts. So we'll make her a 6-star if we can. Taking this. Taking an Isis rune. Then we have another attack rune. So we're pulling damage from wherever we can. Okay. Another Colleen rune, and then this one here is coming from Hua. Yep. Looks okay. I mean, I'm not gonna do the grinds on this girl for now, because I think she's not as important. Let's go to Deborah next. Also on triple fight. We'll make it plus 15, just to get the extra tankiness. This is another attack rune here. Attack flat. Another attack rune here. So I just got as much attack from places to get the damage you might be lacking. Now this could backfire on me because I might not do enough damage to clear waves in one round, meaning that the opponent will move. That means I could die. I could just get one shot, I don't know, I could just get destroyed. And if that happens, then that truly means I failed on this improvement. And I have to make a few more changes. I'll probably get more tankiness, probably lose some of the damage that I've added, that I kind of forced in, and get ready for the prolonged fight, which is not optimal because that means it's longer dungeon runs, really. I hope they're also tuned well because I copied somebody else's team, specifically the Shiseizo's team. I copied his speed, right? So I'm hoping that the tuning is correct. We don't really care about these, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're done with the team. That was really fast. I think we go with Teshar's lead because we want the extra crit rate. We're not using any of these. This should be the triple fight Deborah now. Okay, Teshar, this, Aprilia, and Konamiya. I don't know how these works. I don't know if like these placements matter, but let's just first see. That's good. Boom, boom. Okay. The Konamiya is going on the perfect time. Oh, okay. So we want the Tesha to kill right there, right? It failed there though. Okay, so it's taking a little longer there, but I think we still might finish this pretty early. That's good. So it does move once. It doesn't go in one round, but I think it'll be like a 30-second run. Oh shoot, maybe not. Oh man, everybody dies here, right? Okay, explosion comes in, and then he should end it. I mean, it looks safe. I mean, if the middle dungeons are killed quickly enough, should be good. 45 seconds. That's still pretty long. Well, let's see. Let's see if we can get more damage. So we know it's working. It's actually not bad. It's consistent. That's what I all care about. 46 seconds, 45 seconds. Consistently, I'll take that, because you know, if you go for those 20-second runs, really your crystals are gonna get depleted very quickly. But is there a place where you could get more damage? Oh wait, he's not skilled up. I totally forgot about Teshar's skill ups. There you go. This is gonna do it, guys. Teshar's skill ups, and we're good. Dude, Teshar is freaking mana hungry. Not mana hungry. Skill up hungry. But we'll do it for the faster Giants time. This should do it now, right? I think we got it, guys. I think we got it. Let's just see it. Boom, 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 boom. Clean. Well, that always worked. So let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, it worked. The skill up was the way, guys. The skill up was the way. Oh my god, it's so clean. Now, I don't know if it'll kill it here though. Oh, I didn't use skill 2. Yeah, so it's not gonna kill it. Oh, still very close. It was very close. I think if he used skill 2, we would have gotten it. And I think he just kills. Ooh, this is much quicker. I like it. 32 seconds. So that's how I improved this dungeon, and I'll be farming GB12 for a while on this alt. I'm gonna strive to continue to improve this account as much as possible, because to be fair, box-wise, it can't get any better, right? A decent amount of LD5s. It has almost all of the elemental Nat 5s that I could play with. So yeah, and I got Dark Robo on this account. I got the Light Asura on this account. I could try for higher Siege, obviously. And we'll just continue to drive for a higher goal. I really can't go higher on Arena because the rush time is just so bad for me in Global. So we will see if I ever rush for this account. It might be if I ever play this in Korea. Yeah, but that was it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.